Good afternoon, ma'am. We would like to present the physical and intellectual ability. So, first of all, meron po tayong introduction. So, physical and intellectual ability are two essential aspects that define the person's overall potential and performance. So, ang ibig lang pong sabihin nito is minimeasure na po kung ano ba ang kakayahan ng isang tao. And then, meron din po tayong physical ability. So, physical ability refers to the strength, endurance, coordination, and flexibility that allow the individual to perform bodily tasks efficiently. So, ang ibig sabihin naman po nito is, minimeasure niya po kung ano ba ang kayang gawin ng isang tao, like sa pagbubuhat, o kung ano man po yung mga galaw po nila. And then, meron naman po tayong intellectual ability. So, ang intellectual ability is involved mental skills such as reasoning, problem solving, creativity, and decision making that help persons adapt and succeed in various situation. Ang ibig sabihin naman po nito is minimeasure na po kung ano po yung kakayahan ng isang taong mag-isip, like kung gano'n ba ito kalawak, or paano niya ba isolve yung problema ng ginagawa. So, let's move on. It is equal important to respect the difference in people physical and intellectual abilities. Everyone have unique strength and limitation, and showing respect refers teamwork and mutual understanding, recognizing and appreciating these different, encourage a supportive environment where individuals can develop their ability and reach their full potential. So, ay ba advice lang po na kung may ma-encounter man po tayo na may mga sakit or mga PWDs, wag po sana natin silang i-left out kapag po sila po yung nangangailangan. Like kung may mga kakilalaman po tayo, may mga kumakaibigan po sa atin na gano'n, is wag po sana natin silang i-left out. Like bigyan po natin sila ng tulong or hatakin po natin sila sa napaangat. And then we have meron naman po tayong definition po ng physical ability. So, ang physical ability po natin, yung definition po nito is nakafocus po siya sa mga PWDs dahil sila po yung most na naapektuhan po talaga when it comes sa mga when it comes sa mga ganitong sitwasyon. So, the physical ability is an audience physical characteristics such as mobility limitation or sensory impairment. So, ang ibig sabihin naman po ng mobility limitation po is ito po yung may kakulangan po sa katawan, like parang wala na po like napuputulan po, gano'n. And then meron naman po tayong sensory impairment. Ang sensory impairment naman po is ito po yung mga hindi po nakakita, hindi po nakakarinig, hindi po nakakapagsalita. And then can influence beliefs, the topics related to accessibility, healthcare, and social in conclusion. So, dito tayo sa background is, ang background po ng physical ability is the body's capacity to perform tasks that require strength, endurance, flexibility, coordination, and balance. It is shaped of genetics, lifestyle, nutrition, and training. Historically, essential has survival through activities like hunting and farming. Physical ability remains important today for sports, work, and overall health. So, sabi nga po dito is nagkaroon po ng vital role po ang physical ability dati dahil ginagamit nga po nila to sa pag-farm, sa survival through activities like hunting. So, ito po ang medyo naging importante po talaga ang physical ability po dati. And then, dito naman po tayo sa key points is components of physical ability. So, we have the strength, the power of muscles to excel force. So, yung strength po natin. And then, meron naman po tayong endurance. Ang endurance naman po natin is ability to sustain physical activity over all time. And meron naman po tayong flexibility, the capacity of joints and muscles to move through their full range of motion. And then, next is balance and coordination, the control of body movement to maintain sustainability and perform tasks. And then dito naman po tayo sa another key point, factors affecting physical ability. So genetics. Genetics is inherited traits influence muscle composition, metabolism, and overall body performance. And then sa may age and gender, physical ability and tend to peak in early adulthood and gradually decline with age. Lifestyle and nutrition is regular exercise and balanced diet improve physical performance. And then lastly is meron pa tayong health and training, consistent physical activity and perform a proper conditioning enhance endurance and strength. So, dito naman po tayo sa so next is yung to avoid kung ano man po yung mga ginagawa natin kapag gumagawa po tayo ng speech.
When talking to someone with physical and intellectual ability, we should be avoiding of using negative connotations such as PP, blind, and pilay in order for them to also avoid of making them feel excluded when talking and communicating with them.
Intellectual ability. The cognitive level and prior knowledge of an audience on a specific topic help you anticipate their understanding and potential biases, relevant and persuasive. Intellectual ability means how people use their mind to think. Ibig sabihin po nito is, ang intellectual ability daw po ay kung paano nga ba mag-isip ang isang tao. Paano silang mag-isip, paano silang umunawa, at paano sila matuto. When we talk to an audience, we must know their cognitive level. Ibig sabihin po ng cognitive level is, alamin po natin kung hanggang saan po ba yung kayang unawain ng makikinig sa atin ng mga audience po natin. And hindi lamang po ang kanilang cognitive level, kundi alamin din po natin ang kanilang prior knowledge. Kung ano nga ba yung mga alam na nila sa mga topic na i-share natin o sasabihin natin. This helps us guess how well they will understand our message and what beliefs or opinions they might already have. For example, if you are explaining climate change to young students, you need to use simple words and examples like too much smokes makes the air hot. But if you are talking to college students, you can use deeper terms like carbon emissions or global warming. Ibig sabihin po nito, kung may mga audience tayo na mas bata, is dapat gumamit lang tayo ng mga words na talagang maiintindihan nila. Kung yung mga words na madadali, mga simple lang na maiintindihan nila. Pero kung meron na tayong mga audiences na malalalim na rin yung pag-iisip nila, is pwede na tayong gumamit ng mga mas deep pa na mga words. By understanding your audience level of thinking, your message becomes clear, relevant, and persuasive. And for the background, intellectual ability is the mental capacity to think, reason, analyze, and solve problems. It includes skills like memory, comprehension, critical thinking, creativity, and decision making. Throughout history and today, intellectual ability has been important in education, science, leadership, and everyday problem solving. It is shaped by genetics, environment, education, and life experiences, and can be strengthened through learning, mental activity, and healthy habits. For the key points, the components of intellectual ability. First is memory, ability to store and recall information. This is your ability to remember things, facts, experiences, lessons, or information. Then the second one is reasoning, the ability to analyze, interpret, and solve problems. This is your ability to think carefully, understand a situation, and find a solution to a problem. And third, creativity, ability to think innovatively and generate new ideas. This is your ability to come up with new and original ideas or think in a different and imaginative way. Then fourth is comprehension, understanding and interpreting information accurately. This is your ability to understand information clearly, what it means, how it works, or why it matters. And decision making. Evaluating options and selecting the best course of action. This is your ability to choose the best option after thinking about current choices and their results. Factors affecting intellectual ability. First is the genetics, inherited cognitive potential. This means the abilities you inherit from your parents, which give you a basic level of thinking and learning potential. The second is education and learning opportunities. Exposure to knowledge and skills. This refers to the lessons, training, and knowledge you get in school or from life, which help improve your skills and understanding. And environment and experiences. Social, cultural, and life experiences shape thinking. The people around you, your culture, and your life events all shape how you think, solve problems, and view the world. Health and nutrition. Proper brain function requires adequate nutrition and wellness. Your brain works best when your body is healthy. Good food, sleep, and wellness help your brain think clearly and learn better. The things we should avoid in intellectual ability. First one is avoid using words or concepts that are too complex. Ibig sabihin po nito, iwasan po natin yung gumagamit tayo ng mga difficult terms or technical words na hindi po maiintindihan ng audience po natin. For example po is, instead of saying photosynthesis is the biochemical process of converting solar energy into glucose, you can say plants make their own food using sunlight. Make it simple but still correct. Gawin po natin mas simple pero pareho din po yung meaning niya. Then second naman po is avoid dumbing down or oversimplifying ideas. Ibig sabihin po nito is iwasan po natin na mag-explain na masyadong shallow or childish. Your audience might feel that you think they're not smart enough. For example, if you are talking to a high school student, don't explain as if they are preschoolers. Give just the right level of explanation that fits their understanding. Then last is avoid assuming your audience knows nothing. Don't treat your listeners as if they have no idea about the topic. Most people already know something, even just a little. You can start by connecting your topic to what they already know. This makes them more interested and helps them relate to what you're saying. In short, good communication means balancing your words. Not too hard, not too simple, and always respectful. When you do that, your audience can easily understand your message and feel more engaged.
In conclusion, physical and intellectual abilities are part of potential human aspects. It is important to recognize and respect someone's abilities and also by means of valuing their strength, their limitations, and in their environment for their growth and collaboration.